I sat there against the oak tree, back torn up and sleeves ripped up, blood strewn across my face. I suppose this deserves some backstory, though, might as well. I've got time to kill, no pun intended. It all started one summer evening. I had came home after school. I was a loner, so there was no friends to go hang with and kill time with after school. I did have hobbies, though, ones people might find peculiar. I like gathering together small animals and placing them in my collection. When I say small animals, I mean dead ones. Don't ask me how they died, though. These small animals made for exciting and thrilling ventures. I would line them up and use either a makeshift rubber band gun or a slingshot to shoot, and away from society as always. As I placed my animals together in a small pile and gathered my things together, I heard a ruffle in the bushes. I turned quickly and adjusted my ears to attempt to hear better. I couldn't detect anything. I was used to being out here in the woods. What I heard sounded like a heavy animal, but now it was quiet as a mouse. Too quiet. No animals around, no sounds, nothing. That was a bad sign. I slowly crept forward to hide near a bush that was close by. I scanned the area to see if there was any signs of whatever made that sound. I sighed after a couple minutes and turned around. It was at that exact moment that a creature leapt forward and pinned me down. I started breathing heavily. I was scared out of my mind. This creature was heavy. Its breath was unbearably musky, and I could feel its hot breath traveling down my neck. Its saliva dripped onto my face, and I flinched. It crouched down further, and I looked for things around me to use, to maybe hit it and distract it long enough to make a run for it. I scanned the area until I found a rock. I inched my hand towards it and stretched my fingers until could grasp it. I mustered as much strength as I could and slammed the rock into the creature's skull. The creature staggered back a bit and snarled. I took the opportunity to scramble to my feet and run. I got no more than a few steps when I felt the creature pin me down by my back. It bit into my back, and I screeched out in pain. I laid there, ready to be ripped to shreds and for my life to end. But nothing. After that bite, I waited and waited and waited, scared to open my eyes for fear of the creature thinking I was alive and coming to finish me off. After a while, I realized that I wasn't going to die at all. I stumbled up to my feet and slowly looked around. There was no sign of anything. I wondered if I just imagined it all, maybe a hallucination. But then I checked my back, and it was dripping with blood. I limped towards an old oak tree and sat against it. I didn't have the strength in me to walk home, and eventually drifted off to sleep. I awoke in terror. I had the worst nightmare. A nightmare that I was running around through the town killing people. They were people I knew, but I couldn't control myself, and they screamed in terror as I mauled them. I stared down at my hands and saw a terrifying sight. My hands were covered in blood. And I don't think it was mine, I sobbed. Heard police sirens around. I knew it was me they were searching for. What do you guys think about this story time? Comment down below your story or story times like this video. Comment down below your personal stories in your life and subscribe for more short stories.